The need for speed and customization. Building something with your own two hands is incredibly satisfying, but taking it a step further and building something that can dominate a racetrack, that's on another level. Building your own custom RC car lets you blend your passion for speed with your creativity. Imagine this. You're at the track and your custom-built RC car is leaving all the others in its dust. It's not just about the speed, it's about knowing you built that machine from scratch. Every tweak, every modification was your doing. You see, store-bought RC cars are great, but they lack that personal touch. When you build your own, you choose everything. You're the engineer, the designer, the builder, and ultimately, the driver. So, are you ready to dive into the exciting world of custom RC car building? Let's get started. The blueprints of your RC dream. Before you even touch a screwdriver, you need a plan. Just like a contractor needs blueprints, you need a vision for your RC car. What kind of car do you want to build? A sleek on-road racer? A rugged off-road monster truck? Start by sketching out your ideas. Don't worry, you don't need to be Leonardo da Vinci. Just get a basic outline of your car on paper. This is where you let your imagination run wild. Next, think about the scale. Do you want a small and nimble 1/16th scale or a larger and more powerful 1/10th scale? The scale will determine the size of the parts you'll need. Remember, this is your custom creation. Don't be afraid to experiment and think outside the box. This is your chance to build the RC car of your dreams. Gathering your arsenal of parts. Time to go shopping. Building an RC car requires a specific set of parts. Don't worry, we'll break it down. First, you'll need a chassis. This is the backbone of your car, where everything else attaches. Next up, the motor, brushed or brushless. That depends on your need for speed. You'll also need an electronic speed controller, or ESC, to manage the power going to the motor. Don't forget the servo, which controls your steering. Oh, and you'll need a radio system to transmit your commands from the controller to the car. Finally, the fun part, wheels and tires. Choose these based on your car's intended terrain. Remember, you can always upgrade or modify parts later. The beauty of building your own RC car is the endless customization possibilities. Laying down the foundation, chassis construction. The chassis is the skeleton of your RC car. It provides the structural integrity for all the other components. Most chassis kits come with pre-drilled holes, making assembly much easier. Start by carefully reading the instructions. I know, real builders don't need instructions, right? But trust me, even the most experienced builders can benefit from a quick read. Attach the front and rear suspension arms to the chassis, ensuring they move freely. Next, mount the motor mount and secure the motor in place. Remember to leave some slack in the wires for now. You'll connect them later. Finally, install the steering servo and connect the linkage to the front wheels. Take your time and don't be afraid to ask for help if you get stuck. We've all been there. Section 5, the heart of the beast. Installing the motor and electronics. Now we're getting to the good stuff, the heart and brains of your RC car. First, install the ESC in a location with good airflow to prevent overheating. Next, connect the motor wires to the ESC, ensuring the positive and negative wires are connected correctly. Trust me, getting this wrong can lead to a magical smoke show, and by magical I mean frustrating. Mount the receiver box and connect the receiver, steering servo, and ESC to the receiver. This is where your radio system comes in, so make sure you have fresh batteries in your transmitter. Finally, install the battery tray and secure the battery strap. Remember, safety first. Always use a LiPo safety bag when charging your batteries. Section 6, wheels, tires and suspension, getting a grip. Time to give your RC car some shoes. Mount the tires onto the wheels and secure them with tire glue. This will prevent them from spinning on the rims during those high-speed runs. Now install the wheels onto the axles, ensuring they spin freely. Adjust the ride height and suspension settings to your liking. This will affect how your car handles on different surfaces. Don't be afraid to experiment with different tire compounds and tread patterns. This is where the fun of customization really shines through. Remember, the right setup will vary depending on your driving style and the terrain you'll be tackling. So get out there and test, test, test. Section 7, troubleshooting 101, overcoming roadblocks. Even the most seasoned builders encounter problems. That's part of the process. The key is not to get discouraged. Is your car not responding to the transmitter? Check the batteries in both the transmitter and the car. Make sure the receiver and transmitter are properly bound. Motor not spinning? Check the connections between the motor, ESC, and battery. Make sure the ESC is calibrated to your transmitter. Steering not working? Check the servo connections and make sure the servo horn is securely attached to the steering linkage. Sometimes a simple loose screw can cause a world of headaches. Remember, the internet is your friend. There are countless forums and videos dedicated to RC car building and troubleshooting. Section 8, the moment of truth, first test drive. This is it, the moment you've been waiting for, the first test drive. Find a safe, open area, preferably away from breakables. Trust me on this one. Take a deep breath, put your transmitter on, and gently squeeze the throttle. The car should spring to life and respond to your commands. Start slow. Get a feel for the steering and throttle response. Gradually increase the speed as you become more comfortable. Don't worry if it doesn't go perfectly at first. In fact, it probably won't, but that's part of the fun. Make adjustments, fine-tune the settings, and watch as your creation comes to life. Section 9. A custom creation pride in your own RC car. Congratulations, you did it. You built your very own custom RC car. Take a moment to admire your handiwork. This is more than just a toy. It's a testament to your creativity, problem-solving skills, and passion for building. Now that you've caught the RC bug, the possibilities are endless. You can upgrade your car, modify it for different terrains, even enter it into races. Building your own RC car is a journey of discovery, frustration, and ultimately immense satisfaction. So get out there, get your hands dirty, and experience the joy of creating something truly unique. And hey, if you ever need a hand, you know where to find me.